Good afternoon, Pooja. Good afternoon, Shravanti. Good afternoon, Rona. Good afternoon, Manjusha. Good afternoon, Lakshmi. Good afternoon, Teja. How are you guys? How are you doing today? How are you doing today, people? And just let me know what you have. Like, we have done sorting of array yesterday, right? Sorting of array elements. Yeah, using sort method, right? So today we are going to learn searching them. Searching. Yesterday we have sort the element, and now we are going to search that element. So for that purpose, I'm going to need my PPT. Now, I'll present my PPT. Guys. Search values in an array. So what is search meaning first? Well, searching is a process to find the required data in an array. And searching became more important when there's length of data. But you see, if if your university wants to declare your result, okay, I mean, they don't want, they have already declared a result. Like uh, you are in fourth semester, right? So suppose they have declared their third semester result, and you have to find your result. How will you find it? You, of course, with the help of your roll number, right? University roll number. That's how you are going to find your mark sheet. That for that finding your mark sheet, you have to put your roll number in a particular block, right? So that what happens for the processing, right? The processing part. What happened is the computer will compare your roll number with the numbers of roll number in its database, its university's database. At a time, thousands of engineering students give the exams, right? Along with you, many of the students would have given the exams, right? Third semester exams. They have their own roll numbers, and now you have to find your own roll number. Then how can you find it? Simple. The computer will compare your roll number with every roll number in that database to find your mark sheet. If your roll number is matched with the database, no, it will show you your result. That's what happens when it's come to finding your result, right? This is how a computer finds result, your result in its database. You have to compare every roll number in its database with your roll number to find the result. That's what happens in searching. That's what searching means, right? So now for searching, no, for searching there are mainly. Just a minute, I need to put it on recording. Right. So there are two types of searching, two techniques of searching. First is sequential search, and the second one is binary search. First is sequential, and the second one is binary search. So we'll understand this sequential and binary one by one. What happens? Okay. So till this, you guys understood till this what is searching and how computers search and what you guys understood this much? Okay, Shanti. What about the rest? Okay, guys. So keep in mind, guys, I'll be requiring that responses from everyone. Okay. So from now on, please try to respond. Right. So now we're going to learn the different types of searching. So first one is sequential search. Right. Now let's see what happens in a sequential search. Sequential search is also known as linear search. Linear search because it mainly work on um, linear arrays, like linear arrays in the sense binary also work on linear search, but sequential, as the name says sequential, it will compare your key, means the number you want to search one by one in the array. Let's say you have 10 elements in an array, right? And between those 10, within that array, you have to find a particular number, and for that you will take a key, right? You will be requiring a key. The number you want to find is the key. Now what you will do is you will compare that key with every element in your array, right? With every element in your array. So if you find that particular key, you'll get your answers. That's why the name says sequential search, right? So this is the concept of sequential search. If you want to understand it by diagrammatical way, okay, for that I'll be needing one whiteboard. I'm getting you guys a whiteboard. Okay, and start it. Yeah, hope the whiteboard is visible now. Now let's see what happens in a sequential search. Okay, so first of all, I'll be declaring an array. Let's say I have these elements in my array: 5, uh, 588, 57, and let's say 54, and 9, and 67, and 88. So let's say I have this much elements in my array now, and within those, I have to find an element. Let's say 9. I want to find the element 9 in my array if it is present or not. So for that, my key will be equal to 9, right? My key will be equal to 9. 9, I want to find it. So what happens in sequential now? Let's learn what happens. So as the name says, I will go sequentially, right? So I will compare this key with each and every element of my array. So first I will compare 9 equal to 5 or not? Yes or no? No, right? No, it's not. So it is not the answer. Is 9 equal to 8? No, right? Is 9 equal to 55, 57? No. 34? No. But 9 equals to 9, right? Definitely yes. So I have find the element, I have find the key element in our array, right? And now I want to show the index number at what position in my array is. I mean the element is. At what position my element is. I want to express it. So how will I express it? Of course with the help of index number, right? Of course with the help of index number. So if I want to number it, if I want to index my array, if I want to do indexing to my array, so I will start from 0, of course 0. So as we start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So my key element lies at the position of fourth index number, lies at the fourth index number, right? So I found my key value 9. I found my key value 9 in the array at the position what index number? Yeah, what index number? Are we guys giving any attention or not? Index number 4, right? If we count from 0, it will be index number 4. Yes, yes, Pujita. Yes, Pawni. Good, Shanti. Yeah, good, Anjali. Great, guys. Great. Superb. So this is how sequential search work. This is how sequential search work. So let's do one thing. Let's understand this sequential better with the help of one simple program. Right? Yes. Bad habits, guys. Bad, work from home, bad. Ah. Whew. I'll present you guys my compiler now. Not compiler. Ravanti, will you let me do something? If you do like this, then what will I teach? Just let me do my work. Then after you tell, right? I just good that you are so enthusiastic and creating your own program. Really good. I really appreciate that. That's really good. Everyone should be like that. But just first of all, just focus what I'm teaching, then go for it. Okay, so let's get to our compiler. And guys, first of all, we had our main method, main class. and inside that main class we have our main method. So now if we want to perform a sequential search in an array, first of all we need to declare an array, right? So int square bracket will name our array as arr1 equals to, let's declare our array now. So I'll declare as 2 5, let's negative numbers 2 6 minus 3 8 0 minus 7 minus 9 and 4. Let's enter these numbers. So I have declared an array named as array1, and now I want to find an element in that array. I have to find an element in that array. Okay, let's say I have to find a key. A key as, let's say we find 0 this time. Okay, let's say we find 0 this time. Okay, in the array1 we are finding 0. We are finding 0, right? So for finding, we need to traverse, right? In sequential, we'll traverse from 0th index number to the last index number, right? From 0th index number to the last index number. So we will program a program for that, for traversing only. So we will be requiring for loop, right? For traversing, we will require a for loop, and it should be start from I equal to 0, from 0th index number, right? And let's give a condition to it, which is I is less than length of my array1. Length of my array1. Why? Because we are starting from 0. Because we are starting from 0 and I plus plus. I plus plus. Inside our for loop, we will do one if condition. We will do one if condition. For what? For comparing purpose. For comparing purpose, we will compare elements of array1 equal to key or not, equal to key or not. We'll check this one, right? And inside that if condition, we will print that element, like print that index number. We will print that index number. For that, we'll be requiring output statement system out print ln, and inside that I'm giving one syntax that the element is found on the element. Okay, we'll give a diametric plus key element is found on I index number. Here we have given the position 2. Right? So let's check our program if we have done right or not. If we have done right or not. Okay. Let's run this one. So this is what it's saying. Key element 0 is found on 0th index number. I mean 6th index number. Means if we cross check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yes, it is on 6th index number. It is on 6th index number, right? That's why the answer is the key element 0 is found on 6th index number. Get it? So let's understand this program depending on the output. What we are doing. First of all, we are declaring our main class, and inside that main class, we have our main method, right? And now, if we want to perform a search element on an array, search operation on an array, a sequential search. For that, we'll be requiring an array on which you are going to perform a sequential search, right? And then you guys will be needing the key, means which elements you have to find. The element you have to find means the key, right? So if for sequential search, right? For sequential search, we go one by one, right? We traverse through each element one by one, from zeroth index number to the last index number. That's why we need a for loop for traversing throughout the array. So if we want to travel from zeroth element to last, we have to initialize with 0. Initialize I equal to 0, and it should travel till I must be less than length of my array, means last index number, then I plus plus. This is for traversing, right? And then comes this one. If array I equal to key or not. With the help of this statement, we are doing? We are comparing our key. We are comparing our key with each element one by one. With the help of this if statement. Right? And if we found the key, if we found that the element in our array is equal to key, means if both elements match, then give us the output. Give us the key, what is the value of key, and at what index number we found it, right? So this is what the program all about. If you want to find 8, right? Now let's check at what position 8 is. Do you see the key element 8 is found on 5 index number? Means yes, it is definitely true. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, fifth element number. If I want to check if element rather than my elements in my array 1, if I want to find 10 in my array, then what happens? Nothing will happen, right? Because we don't have element in our array. If you want to do like this, give the else statement, else system.out.println. Let's say element is not found. If the key is not in the element, if the key is not in our array 1, then it will perform the else statement. If we run this, you can see it is printed as element is not found. But you see it is still giving infinite loop, right? No, it's not giving infinite loop. It is not giving infinite loop. It just we are traversing throughout the array, right? So it is printing element is not found till the last element, right? So this was the program. Have you guys understood this program? Just let me know in the chat box. Great guys. Great, super. Okay, this was the selection search. And if you guys understood selection search, then we can move to the binary now. Please take the screenshot of this program first. First of all, just let me rerun it. Okay. We have eight. Just remove these cells. Then run. Arey, Shravanti, it's fine if you write it before. I mean, if you write that code in the chat box, that it's fine. I really like that you are doing something. But it's just first let me explain to everyone. Then right now, I like you have done your logic. Fine, it's totally fine. Okay. So what is your logic then for int I equals 0 less than, okay, it's fine. For loop is good. If I equal to key, then it's fine too. If it does, then print the key element is found at index number I. Good. Return nothing. Okay, fine. Program is good only. The logic is good. It will give the exact output. It will give the exact output. Good logic round. Yeah, and everyone, it will be great if you do the same. Like if you run your own logic, I'll give you the time if you want. If you want, I'll give you the time to run your own logic. If you have logic for this program also, I can wait for a couple of minutes. You can say it right here. If you have logic, just let me know for the same program. Okay, so I guess there's okay. I guess there's no doubt. I mean, this. I guess you guys have the same logic. That's why. Okay, let's go then binary for binary search then. What happens in binary search? Let's see what happens in binary search. The weather is so dry here, no? So dry. In my city. Yeah. Let's go for binary search. What is binary search? Let's say I have an array. Let's say 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So let's say I have this array. First, let me keep it inside of the block. Please don't mind my drawing. I know it's first. So let's say we have an array, right? And let's give indexing number 0, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's say we have an element, I mean array, which is having 7 elements as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And we have to uh, perform a binary search on this. Binary search on it. So binary search, about binary search, there's one important thing is that binary search only works on sorted array. Binary search only works on sorted array. So as you can see, this array, as you can see, this array is in ascending order, means it is already sorted. That's why I can use binary search. This is the main disadvantage of binary search. We can only perform this search on sorted array. That's it. This is the main condition. But if you give it array, if you give it an array which is sorted, binary search is the fastest search method known. Okay, binary search method is the fastest search method known. So let's understand how binary search works. So in binary search, first of all, you guys need to find the first term and the last term, first element and the last element, and you have to divide that array into half. You have to divide that array into half. Let's say how. So yeah, yes, Lavanya, you're right. So for how can we do that? So first of all, the first element means first. First element equals to zero index number, right? First is zero index number. Last is 6 index number. And now we have to find the mid one, mid term. So mid equal to 0 plus 6 divided by 2, right? 0 plus 6 divided by 2 equal to, yeah, equal to 3. This is how we find the midterm, means first term plus last term divided by 2. This is how you find the midpoint. And here you have find first, last, and mid. So how binary search? First of all, you have to take a midpoint. So 3 is our midpoint, right? 3 is our midpoint. So third, this third element is our midpoint now. Third element is our midpoint now. And suppose the element you want to find, the element you want to find in the array is 30. Let's say you want to find 30. The key element you want to find is the key you want to find is 30. Now first step is comparing this key to the mid. Comparing this 30 to the mid. Is 20 equal to 30? If 20 is 30 is equal to 20 or not? No, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. So there is a possibility of finding 30 in the right side of my midpoint, right? Right side of my midpoint. So what I will do is, my next step is, I will divide this array into two halves. I will divide this array into half. Now, you see the probability of finding my key element is on the right side, right? Is on the right side. So it will be like, ultimately my array will be like 25, 30, and 35. Now I have to find element on this side, right hand side of the midpoint. And now I will repeat the same process here. Means find the first element, find the last element, find the mid element, right? And compare the mid element to the key one. Compare the mid to the key. If key equal to mid, congratulations, you have find the element. If it is not, go ahead and do the dividing again. Do the comparing and then dividing. So in this case means after dividing it into half, you will get this array. Means 25, 30, and 35. Now our first term means 25 became the first. What is the index number of 25? 4 right now. Mid plus 1. Right? 4. Start first point is 4. And the last point will remain the same. Last point will remain the same, right? 6. But the midpoint will change now. The midpoint will change. Now how to find the mid? Simple. The same step. First plus last divided by 2 means 4 plus 6 divided by 2 equal to 10. Sorry, equal to 5. So fifth is the midterm now, means 30. Now my midterm is 30. Now I will compare this key with my mid. I will compare this key with my mid. If mid equal to key or not. Yeah, if it is equal, if the condition is right, congratulations, you have find the element. You have find the element. If not, do comparing and again do comparing and dividing, then again compare the mid with the key, right? So this is the logic behind binary search. Have you get the logic behind binary search? Guys, have you guys understood the logic behind binary search? What we did here? Okay, guys. Let's go to our compiler and try to program a program for this to perform binary search. So here again with the main class and main method. Right? And now we will declare an array in which we have to find the element. First of all, we'll import one file which is as java.util.arrays for printing purpose only. For printing and some function you will get to know in the program. Okay, first of all, let's declare an array of integer type. So int array1 equal to, didn't give the square bracket only. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So here we have declared an array, and now we need to give a key to it. Let's say again we have to find 30. Key equal to 30. Now begin the main program. Now, first of all, we initialize the first point. First equal to 0 means zero index number. We'll start with zero index number. Yeah. And the last one, last equal to length of my array, right? Length of my array minus 1 means array 1 dot length minus 1. Here we have found the length of our array. This last number of our array. Here we have found the last number of our array. And now we have to find the mid element, right? What is the formula for mid? Mid equal to first plus last divided by 2. Here we want a quotient only. Here we have find the first, last and mid term. And now again we have to start with the iterations. First of all, we'll add a while condition. Which check first is less than equal to last or not. First of all, this will check first is less than equal to last or not. Means the numbers first element and the last element are overlapping or not. We need to check this. If it is not, please, if the compiler is not visible now, so please pardon me. Okay, I'm doing the same mistake again. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. So I'll tell this program again, no problem at all. So what is happening here? First we will include an array. First we'll import arrays class, this one, first line, and then in the main method we will be declaring an array in which we have to perform the binary search, right? And in the binary search, let's say we have to find an element 30, same as the concept we have studied, right? Same as the concept we have studied. And again we have to find the first, last and mid element. First, last and mid element. For that purpose we have this. We initialize first as 0, initialize last as length minus 1, and mid as first plus last divided by 2. This is the basic we have learned. This is the concept we have learned. And now we will be working with one while condition which says first is less than equal to last or not. Means our first and last, till they get overlap, we will start sorting. We'll continue sorting till our first element and last element get overlapped by dividing and all. Right? This is the base. This is the logic, right? And inside that while we have 3 conditions. So first condition says if array 1 of mid means mid element. We are comparing here mid element with the key now. We are comparing this mid with the key. Means if my mid is less than key, Sorry, if my yes, means ultimately it means key is greater than mid term, right? Ultimately it means my key is greater than mid. So if key is greater than mid, then do one thing: increment my, I mean not increment, change my first number to mid plus 1, mid plus 1, right? If our array, I mean if our key element lies on the, I mean if my key is greater than array, mid array, mid element of my array, if my key is greater than mid element of my array, it will be definitely lies on right hand side, right? Right hand side, because binary search work on only sorted array, sorted array. So we will change the value of first to mid plus 1, right? And the second condition says else if my element of array 1 mid is equal to key or not. Here I'm checking if my mid term is equal to key. Here I'm checking my mid term equal to key or not. So if it does, print that element, print that index number. My bad. Print that index number. For that, we'll be using one print statement, system println, right? And in that, just print element is found on index number plus mid. Here we have found the index. If and break. If you find the key equal to mid, break the loop. If you find mid equal to key, break the loop, because we have found it the element, right? It's still not, give one else statement, which says last equal to mid minus 1. Now what this statement means? Last equal to mid minus 1. So what if my key which I want to find is less than the mid, right? If you compare this example, like in array 1, in that array 1 my mid is 20, right? Mid is 20. And what if I want to find 10 then? What if I want to find 10 in the element which is less than key? Right? Then what happened? I will make this array in half. I will make this array in half, right? Now my first element is 5 as it is, right? 5 as it is, but the last element became 15, right? The last element became 15. That's why my last equal to mid minus 1 means this index number 20. What is index number 20? 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. That's why my last index number is 2 right now. Okay, that's mean by this else block. This is the means of the else block. And outside that else block, change my mid equal to first plus last divided by 2. This operation will happen on the latest value of uh, first and last, right? Latest value of first and last. So here while ended. Here while loop what ended. And there may be a condition where element will not be found. There may be a condition where element will not be found. Right? For that purpose, we will check. If my first is greater than last, if my first is greater than last, then print element not found. Element not found. So this is the program for binary search, right? This is the program for binary search. Let's run this program and see if it is working or not. Line number 26 and any other error? No, only one. Yeah, you see the element which we are finding, which we are searching, 30, lies on the index number 5. We'll cross check it. So if we search in this array by us, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 30 found on the index number 5. This was the program for binary search. This was the program for binary search. And what if we find the element which is not in this? We check 36 and run. So see, we'll find element not found. Element not found. This was the program for finding the elements with the help of binary search. So if you guys understood, just let me know. If you guys understood this program, just let me know. If you guys understood this program, just let me know. Okay, great. Good, good, good. What about others? Great guys, good going, good going, good going. Super. What about others? Okay, I need replies from everyone. Okay, just let me know. You guys understood or not? Okay then. Okay then. So this was for today's topic. This was for today's topic. This is how you will search an element in an array with the help of selection search and binary search. Right? So do you guys have any memes on yesterday's topic? Do you guys have any memes on yesterday's topic? Good going, guys. Good going. Do you guys have any memes on yesterday's topic? Yes or no, guys? Just let me know. And no, if it is no, then I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys understand that why I given you the task, right? For your betterment only. If you want to create a meme, you have to understand that meme first, right? You have to understand that topic. That only you can understand that meme. If you cannot search on the internet, then understand. Then shows. My main purpose was making you guys understand that topic. You guys are not doing it properly, regularly. This is so disappointing, guys. At least I expected you, KW guys, will be more punctual. Fine, night, that's fine. I expect the memes tomorrow, no problem. For now, just fill this feedback form and fill this feedback form. And who are the CRs of the two classes, both the sections? Please give a hands up in the chat box. Who are the CRs? Who are the CRs of the two class? Vasu, you are CR, class representative. Okay, of which section? Which section? Just let me know. Which section? Okay, B. So I have a task for you, Vasu. Okay, yesterday I have given the assignment, right, in the classroom, Google Classroom. So whoever have completed that assignment, please upload that assignment on your Google Drive and provide the link to Vasu. Provide that Google document link, assignment link to Vasu. And Vasu, you have to do one thing is arrange those link roll number wise in Google Doc with name and roll number so that I can maintain the record properly. Thank you so much, Vasu. Just share with me that doc. Yes, last time what happened is I didn't expect that you guys have so much you guys have given so much response. Everyone has solved the assignment, but it became hard me to, what do you say, entry purpose. So for this time, Vasu, please make sure from the B section you do the same, that take the links of the assignment and arrange in one Google Doc with the roll number and name of the student. And I expect the same from section A CR. Okay, and know who is the CR of A section. Please, Vasu, please convey this thing to A section CR also. Okay, Sandhya. I guess Sandhya was also in the meeting. Sandhya, if you listening, please do the same. Okay. That was all for today's class. Thank you so much for your precious time, guys. I expect you guys solve the assignment, and along with that, do the meme thing. Okay, do the meme thing properly.